Teacher,
Okay, yes.
I failed to stay. I passed last level, last exam.
So right now you're C1 level?
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
maalesef.
Why? Why
Uh,
unfortunately?
Kerem said me, if you try this level, to be is good.
Really? Okay.
8 horse only speaking.
What do you mean 8 hours only speaking?
I agree.
As you want.
C1, only English,
Not
not
grammar.
grammar. 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like.
Who is the teacher?
You know, I don't like grammar.
And grammar doesn't like you too.
Teacher.
Yeah. I don't know that.
I say I went to Meysam teacher. I say manager.
And then they say,
Oh,
not possible.
he said, I am thinking.
Meysam teacher busy.
Easy.
Not available.
Yeah. All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. So you're still in B1 level?
Yeah.
The same class? 2 days ago.
Yes. In Monday. Yeah. In Monday.
Yes, that's true. And you are
B2 teacher.
B2. On
But I feel B1, maybe A2, I don't know.
I felt,
I feel
I feel
starter.
started.
So,
Actually, I solved the test. Normally, my level is B2, but I don't know any grammar things. Yeah, I started B1
B1 level.
because
yes.
of that.
That is true. You know, the level is not very important. The important thing is that level suitable for you? And grammar is one of the aspects. Okay, we have vocabulary, we have lots of things, writing, reading comprehension, listening comprehension. So the point is the current level, the content, the material, the book, the teacher, the atmosphere, the everything, suitable for me or not? This is the main question. Or, for example, on paper I am C1 level, but I cannot, for example, I cannot understand A2 level. So what is the point of that?
Yeah.
So these are just names.
Teacher,
Yes.
you look different place. You look different. I think every course, private course, economic, public, mentality, public.
Business, you want to say? Business mentality.
Business mentality.
True. That's correct.
Yeah.
Of course. And I'm not surprised. This is what it is. You're right.
What do you think, teacher? Grammar is needed for us? Do you think?
Grammar is needed for us or not? You know, grammar makes your English sound formal and standard. Instead of, for example, saying, the correct format is, my friend likes ice cream. Starter level, A1 level grammar, okay? My friend likes ice cream. So this is standard grammar. And I say, I don't care for a grammar, I say, my friend like ice cream. So in both of the scenarios, the person who is listening can understand what am I talking about, but as a format of formal or standard English, I made a mistake.
Yes.
And this is something that everybody makes mistake, because if you are just using the language in a kind of daily basis, for example, you're talking to someone, you're using it through speaking, it means that you don't have to be formal. But if you want to write an article, academic article, if you want to take academic exams like IELTS, TOEFL, PT, this, that, or in Turkey, YDS, Have you heard?
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are academic English tests. So you must know grammar in that case.
Yeah.
Because grammar is needed. Because they are testing your grammatical level. If you make mistake, you will lose points. But on a daily, day-to-day basis, and as a kind of, tourist English or kind of just communication, no. I don't think that you would need grammar a lot. My opinion. But of course, grammar, as I said, makes your language look formal and standard, not broken English.
Yeah, kind of.
Understand?
Teacher,
If a lot of people are making lots of grammatical mistakes, generally their English is considered to be broken English. Broken, You say that, okay, there is something wrong. The way that you are using the language is not okay. You can easily understand it.
today I visit the customer. My customer is Russia people.
Was Russian.
Russian people.
Russian.
Russian is Russian. We argument together.
Argument.
Argument.
Fight.
Yok, argument anlaşma. Anlaşma argument değil mi?
They,
Argü şey demek yani. Birbirine bağlı çağırma.
dealing like that,
Deal.
Deal.
Contract.
Contract. Yeah.
Argument.
Argument means verbal fight.
Yeah.
Ha. I spoke perfect tense with
Okay.
he don't know
Perfect.
anything,
Mm.
but we deal
Mhm.
everything.
Okay. I understand. You want to say that grammar is not important. You want to say,
Yeah.
right? True. Correct. So it is not important. No problem.
Yeah, teacher.
Any question?
No, teacher. Vocabulary is
Yeah.
problem.
Problem?
Very
Teacher,
important.
we don't know vocabulary a lot.
Vocabulary is crucial, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vocabulary is definitely a crucial thing.
Yeah.
You have to learn lots of vocabulary in order to express yourself clearly.
Yeah.
This is something that everybody says, not just me saying. For vocabulary,
There is no any limits.
there is no limit. Exactly. I am still learning it. And even native speakers of any language are learning new vocabulary. Let's say before pandemic, before, let's say, COVID-19. Hello. For example, people didn't used to use, for example, some words like social distancing. Okay, social distancing. Both of these words look English. Yes, they are English, but if you put them together, social distancing, what does it mean? Thanks to COVID-19, thanks to pandemic, this new word became popular and everybody started using it, even native speakers. So even native speakers need to upgrade their English level as well. So let alone the non-native speakers or students.
We
So,
need
which
to
means
practice.
that you,
We need to practice a lot.
practicing, I would say you have to use it. Practice is very cliche word. Practice what or how?
Yes, teacher.
You should find it.
Need to touch others.
Everybody has got a kind of method. Some people need to write. Kind of method. You just write and maybe say, maybe read that again and again. Some people try to memorize it. Some people try to make some sentences. Some people come to English courses or speaking clubs. They try to use it. All of these things are practicing. It depends on you how to practice and how you are learning better.
Yes.
Understand?
Language is changing every year, actually.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. You know,
When I watched any classic films or old series, all the sentences one by one. But now I'm watching the new series. There are so many short sentences actually.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, through practicing, as he said, or through using, I would say, using the language again and again, after some time, you will see that, oh, I already know these words, or I already know these expressions. Why? Because I have seen them, I have read them, I have written them, or heard them a lot. Imagine you go outside randomly on the street. Let's go outside and randomly ask some people this question. Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Randomly take some people and ask this question on the street here in Istanbul. Hi, how are you? I am fine, and you? You see, they do not think about it. Why? Because they have used these expressions, sentences, phrases a lot, more than a lot, so they won't forget it. Okay? So if you want to learn some new vocabulary, you have to see, you have to read, you have to hear, even you have to use through writing or speaking a lot.
Yes.
A lot. So that automatically you will use those vocabulary.
Teacher, we speak Turkish. Maybe we use 2,000 words.
Yes, using some vocabulary in a language doesn't mean that that is the only vocabulary that you know. Most probably, of course, you know more than, as you said, 2,000 words, but you are not using them. You just know.
Under the effect.
They are somewhere inside your brain. But you are not using them. Why? Because you don't have to use them, because you don't need it. Imagine you have, for example, some amount of money, you spare some amount of money, and you wanna go to the restaurant and eat something. So you have a limitation, you cannot eat everything. So you eat, you're full now, and you spare some extra cash as well. So you don't have to spend that extra cash to buy something because you don't need to, because you're full. You have to keep it for other times. The same scenario. You know a lot of words, but because you don't need to, or you don't have to, you are not using those words.
Yes.
Teacher.
Like that.
It's excellent example.
Excellent example.
Example.
Thank you. And how are you? Finally B1 level.
Yes.
Finally. Today or yesterday?
Long time ago.
Long time.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago,
Sorry, yes.
you started B1 level.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Still alive. Still alive. I think. I'm not sure. I think. Yeah. Today is question day. You can ask your questions, your methods, your study plans, or I don't know, any kind of questions that you have. I try to help you if you have any question.
Teacher, we need more reading, teacher.
You need everything. If somebody says only practice your speaking, he or she is wrong. Only practice vocabulary, wrong. Only practice grammar, wrong.
Not only for English, teacher. In Turkish, when I read book, I learn a lot of words.
Absolutely. You know, Americans have a saying, they say that use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. Which means that if you do not use something, you will lose that. Very obvious. So, I mean, this how can I say, I don't want to say problem, but this kind of issue is very common among students. They don't know what to do, but the point here is, of course, I have said this a lot, but I am saying that again. You know, imagine there's a kind of army, soldiers with a commander, okay? Soldiers and commander, the commander together can be effective.
Yes.
Right? without each other cannot. Imagine you are the best of the best commanders. You are the gladiator, you are the king or emperor or whatnot. But you are alone. You need army to go for fight. Or vice versa. Imagine there is kind of big army, no commander. The soldiers don't know what to do. Attack, retreat. You know
Yes.
what to do. Commander, is needed. Why I say that? Because I want to relate this to the language. Before that, another example. Imagine this is my body. Okay?
Yeah.
So I have different organs. Which organ is very important? Heart?
Big commander.
Brain?
You-
No. Generally, in your body, which organ is very important? Hands, feet, head, heart, eyes, ears. Which one?
Head,
Why?
because there is a brain inside.
Okay. What is the job of a brain?
Everything is starting brain.
Okay. But you have don't arm and legs.
Brain is nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The same point. Of course, we consider brain to be the commander of the body, but the brain itself alone is nothing.
Yes.
Brain needs hands so that I can take this water, and then I can drink.
Yeah.
So without the hands, brain orders, but I don't have any hands, so how can I?
Robotic arm.
I'm talking about a normal situation.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, you can order someone; they can, feed you. That is different story.
Yeah. Otherwise, you can drink with mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, or
Cognitive.
maybe some other activities that you cannot do without some other organs. I want to say.
Yeah, we
So
are
all
like
of-
normal situation.
Yeah, all of these organs are important.
Together a
Yeah,
team.
together a team. Yes, exactly. There's a team, unity. Okay. Language works exactly the same. Every language has got 4 organs:
Yes.
listening, speaking, reading, writing. All of them are intermingled. You cannot separate them. Which means that speaking and listening go together, reading and writing go together at the same time. Speaking and writing are almost functioning the same. Reading and listening are functioning the same. Really complicated. I repeat, if you wanna be a good speaker, you have to be a good listener. If you want to be a good writer, you have to be a good reader. Correct? Okay. Now, speaking and writing function the same. Reading and listening function the same. You say why? You don't say that. Why?
Why?
Because we have 2 types of functionality. We have receptive functionality, we have productive functionality. Receptive, productive. Okay? Receptive is something that you receive. For example, when you read, I read this book, I receive information.
Yeah.
I listen to the music, I listen to news, I receive the information. But when I write, I produce the information, the language. When I speak, I produce the language. Understand?
Yeah.
So which means that speaking and writing function the same. Which means again, if you want to improve your speaking, you have to write.
Alright.
You must write because they are the same thing. They are the same thing but in a different medium. In both of the cases, you are producing the language.
Firstly, we learn words, then we use
In writing, yes. Yeah, of course. Every day, try to write 1 paragraph minimum or 2 paragraphs of your day. You're watching this movie, okay, finish. Write a summary about the movie. You read this book, okay, write a summary, short, paragraph about the story. This is writing.
First, we use that under the effect.
Exactly. For example, this is a short story. Imagine a book. I read this, finish. I don't look again. Whatever I remember, I write.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think speaking improv is hard for us. Especially me, I don't have English friends. How can I use English daily?
Okay,
routine?
good question. Yes, of course. Obviously, you have to speak to somebody in order to improve your speaking ability. This is obvious. I cannot deny that. I cannot say something against. But there are a lot of ways or techniques that you can use or apply in order to improve your speaking. Obviously, the minimum thing that you can do, minimum things, okay? Everybody has got WhatsApp groups inside the classes here. Choose one friend. One is enough. One, okay? Find one friend, push each other, push. Motivate. Don't speak Turkish, don't speak any other languages. Speak in English. Don't laugh at each other. Motivate each other, help each other, okay? Try to be helpful. Speak. Say, for example, maybe it is not possible every day, but I think it must be possible every weekend because you're on a holiday, right? You can speak for 5 or 10 minutes together.
Teacher,
You have
I
the
tried.
functionality.
Yeah, teacher.
Sorry, I'm going to answer that. You have the functionality. Call your friend on WhatsApp. One person is enough. One person is enough. 2 is ideal. 5 is excellent.
Yes.
First, find one person. One person who both of you are passionate about learning because of different reasons and practice. This is a minimum thing. Another thing is social media. Cliche. Social media on Instagram. Generally, people have one Instagram account. Full of mixture of topics, everything, tourism, economy, politics, news, English, you name it, this, that, everything is in one account. That is wrong. I mean, you're losing a lot. I would say create a couple of Instagram accounts, TikTok accounts, different types of social media accounts. One personal, one educational, one for English. For example, let's say he is into technology. He loves technology. One for technology. Don't mix topics together. In my opinion, my suggestion. Today, okay, I am a student. Okay, I have time. I want to study English. I enter my English Instagram account only. Inside, I only follow English pages, English teachers, English only, nothing else. On technology, only technology. On politics, only politics. Personal, only personal.
Exactly.
Yes.
You like that?
Yeah.
Do it. On Instagram, there are a lot of native, non-native English teachers who go live on Instagram live. You can go and speak to them. Yeah. For example, there's a teacher called Ask Teacher Will, W-I-L-L, Will. Will is short form of William, okay, Will. Ask Teacher Will. He is a passionate teacher, super passionate, American. He lives in Saudi Arabia. He loves speaking and helping to people. He loves to talk. Generally, he goes live. You can be a guest, talk 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can see, oh, I can talk to this person. I can understand that person. So it is going to be a good motivation for you. There's only one of them. On Instagram, yes. I talked to him a couple of times. many years ago.
Teacher, last time I tried it, I set WhatsApp group. You know, I add 20 student memories. Nobody don't agree, don't join.
Don't join.
Don't join.
Okay, I said find one person, one suitable person, not 2,000 people who are dead,
Every day I
who are
push.
demotivated, who are busy, who are tired, who have a lot of excuses. I don't blame. Everybody has his or her own lifestyle, different excuses. But choose one person, only one, who has the same goals as you have. Be inside the WhatsApp group, talk to each other, write in English. I mean, share English things.
If I be
One person is enough.
If I be young, I find maybe girlfriend.
Possible, yes. Why not? You can just try to talk in English.
Friends, I can join your group. I can join.
Aç, bir grup aç işte ekle buraya. Push yaparsın.
Understand? These are minimum things that you can do. Minimum, for free. You don't have to pay money for these stuff. Social media, specifically Instagram, is for free. There are a lot of teachers. One of them, as I said, Ask Underline Teacher Well. He has a YouTube channel. He is very active. He loves English, man. He wants to talk to different types of people. Very positive person, very passionate person. And finally, if your level is good, like minimum B1, B2 level or above, you can read something, watch something, and make a PowerPoint. Make a PowerPoint from that thing. Imagine I want to know about Corona. Topic is Corona, okay? I do a research, I read, I watch, I listen. Then I create a PowerPoint presentation, okay? 5 pages, 10 pages, I don't care. You create, you study it, put your camera in front of you, really, I mean it, put your camera in front of you, press the record, talk in English. Imagine that the camera is the audience, like 1,000 people are here, and you're talking to 1,000 people, you're giving a presentation. And do it a lot. This technique will definitely improve your everything. Your fear will go away, your anxiety will go away, your self-confidence will grow, your ability to speak, use body language, hands, face, this kind of stuff will improve. But how? But after recording it, you must look at yourself, you must watch yourself and find out the problems, grammatical problems, vocabulary problems, pronunciation problems, what type of mistakes you made. Then fix it for the second one. So simply, you must spend time on English.
Yes.
Simply, you have to spend time on it. There are lots of ways.
Every day 2 hours maybe.
Every day, 2 hours. For pronunciation, you can use my technique. Download Google Translate application. Download the application, not online version, application version, okay?
Yeah.
Google Translate. Select the language to English on the left side. Right side, it doesn't matter. Then, for example, open this book, copy 1 paragraph inside it, okay? Not inside, sorry. Copy 1 paragraph and try to read it. Press the record, there's a microphone icon. Press the record and just read slowly. Slowly, read. Today I am going to school at 6 o'clock. Just read it. Read and finish 1 paragraph. Finish. Then see how does Google Translate application understand what you said. Okay? Then you see, oh my God, the application couldn't understand some of the words. Why? Most probably I make a mistake. I mispronounce them. Those words are your problems. You have to fix them.
We
Then,
can see false, my false.
yes, you can see your faults and your mistakes. And then you can use English to English dictionary. Type the word inside and click and listen to the correct pronunciation. There are lots of them. Ideal one for students is Cambridge, online Cambridge Dictionary. Free and user-friendly, student-friendly, easy to understand. Oxford is good, Longman, of course, they are good. Merriam-Webster, of course, but ideally, online Cambridge Dictionary is user-friendly. Click, listen, and repeat. Click, listen, and repeat. Fix your mispronunciations. Step by step, you will improve. Because pronunciation is part of speaking too.
Yes.
If you speak, but if you have wrong pronunciation, nobody can understand you. Correct? Yes. So you must improve your pronunciation as well. Like that. Lots of ways. Lots of free ways. Free. You don't have to pay money. But ask me. Really.
There are different applications on internet, Cambly and private application.
Yes.
With money.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
You know, Cambly is good.
Cambly is so expensive, I think.
Nothing is expensive. We are poor.
Yeah.
Cambly by default is a kind of platform which you can find native speakers to talk to them, to gain self-confidence and joy. You know, it looks like solving a mathematic problems. You're an engineer, so your mathematics should be really good, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's a mathematic, and of course you are the yes, I forgot. You have a kind of mathematic question. Oh my God. You're thinking a lot. You want to find out the solution for that. Then you start, solving it. At the end of the day, what happens? You solve it correctly, and you're happy. This solution, this action gives you happiness. Correct? You say, oh, I did something good. Nice, I'm happy. The same mentality works in using English. Believe me. When you talk to somebody, if you can understand the person, and that person can understand you, ideally a native speaker can understand you, and you can understand the native speaker, it gives you a happiness and motivation, really.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that.
Of course, before being a teacher, I was a student. I know. So Cambly, minimum thing that Cambly does is this. That kind of feeling. Oh, I can speak. But you have to continue doing it a lot. As he said, very expensive.
Yes.
Lots of people cannot go abroad, cannot go to English-speaking countries in order to use the language, in order to not lose the language. Cambly is the best option for that.
If I pay money, we need to learn.
That's true. Yes, you must learn. Another thing, go to touristic areas in Istanbul, like Sultanahmet, for example, in summer generally, and you would definitely find tourists say, I want to help. Do you need any help? Then you can form a kind of conversation. But of course, you should not be shy. Mostly people are shy. Oh, teacher, I cannot do it. Why not? I mean, that person is a human being. He's not a monster. Yes, yeah, it should work. You can also do that. You can also do that.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, yes, absolutely. Other than that, you just push yourself. Push yourself.
True.
I hope I could understand your questions. I mean, I hope I could understand and answer your questions. If there is any other question, please ask.
Yes, Sedat.
Ask.
That we must find
A group.
English people.
No.
Arabic people.
You know, first you have to improve yourself. It is not necessary to find English, I mean native speaker. It is not necessary. It is ideal, but not necessary. Because the number of people who are using English in the world, generally, is far more than native speakers. What is the maximum number of native speakers in the whole world? What is the population of America? 300 million, maybe. What about the United Kingdom? I don't know. Australia, Canada. I mean, count them and try to see what is the total population of native speakers. It is nothing.
They are speaking Spanish still.
No, I'm talking about English.
Yeah.
It is nothing, very small amount, a small number. But the non-native speakers are using English more than, native speakers themselves. Which means that it is not a must, it is ideal, but.
Continue.
Okay. I have a question.
You have $1 million question, go ahead.
You say to us the 4 skills is important.
Yes.
Reading.
Which one is the most important?
When we're reading any book as a loudly,
Okay.
at the same time we can improve our listening when reading any book.
No. Listening, listening should be improved through correct pronunciation. Understand? Ideal thing is this. You can find, let's say, English stories with audio, with a narrator. The narrator, he or she, is narrating the story. Understand?
Yeah, we need it separate, right? We need to study separate.
Not together at the same time. You're listening and following the reading.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a reading, it's a short story, okay? And the narrator is reading it. So you're reading and listening together.
Yeah, no. There is a site about that actually. Listen a minute,
Listen a minute.
listenaminute.com.
I think I heard that, yeah. Is that about news or something?
There are so many articles. Inside, but all of them just 1 minute.
For 1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
For example, they are telling to us the babysitter, maybe.
Okay. Possibly,
They are
yeah. There are lots
desperate.
of, yeah. Of course, they can be useful if you cannot find YouTube. On YouTube, there are a lot of native speakers who are creating videos like vlogs or I don't know, technology, this and that, with English subtitle. The CC means closed caption on YouTube.
Yeah.
Click on that and choose English. You can hear and read. Listening and reading together. Another alternative.
Actually, I can speak the English in Turkey, not fluently, I know that. But when I go to abroad, I'm staying like a frozen.
Yes. Why?
There are so many accents
In America?
In America,
Of
or
course.
everywhere.
America has got 50 states.
Yeah, I know.
Minimum 50 different accents. Minimum. let alone the villages, let alone the small towns, let alone the lots of accents, lots of dialects, actually, not accents. But the point here is it is a little bit psychological. Generally, if you are a perfectionist person, if you are a shy person, if you punish yourself, not physically, I mean, why I did this, why I did it, I made a mistake, why, it's a punishment, okay? Most probably these things can slow you down or can create a kind of situation that you would not continue, you become demotivated, or you do not want to speak English at all. You know, by default, you're a non-native speaker. If you talk to a native speaker, I don't want to say should, you must not compare yourself to a native speaker. It is not fair. Most probably because you compare your level with the native speaker, oh, I cannot speak. Correct, you cannot speak as good as that native speaker. But the point is, you should not compare yourself. You should continue, you should accept yourself however you are and stick with it. Step by step you learn, step by step you learn, you improve by asking questions, by trying to communicate. This is the point. Can you communicate with people easily or not? And throughout the years, you can understand, you can learn situational English. Situational English is very important. You should know at that specific situation what type of expressions or idioms you must use or mustn't use. Why? Because through culture, you are going to learn. One of the best TV shows that I can recommend, of course, most probably you have watched it, to students is Friends or How I Met Your Mother. They are situational English because they are cultural things.
Difficult, teacher. Very difficult.
Difficult, yeah. Because you don't have a lot of vocabulary, that is your problem. You must improve your vocabulary. Ideal thing is short stories.
Yes.
I shared lots of short stories. Have you ever opened them?
No.
I shared short stories on WhatsApp groups. Have you ever, clicked on that, on the link?
No.
Okay. So what can I do? I am just giving you the tool. For any reason, you don't have time, you don't have motivation, or it is boring maybe. That is your problem, not my problem.
We must a lot of watch movies.
Movie is one of the mediums. Movie is one of the mediums. Music is another medium. News is another. Game
For idiom.
is another medium. Medium, not idiom. Medium.
Medium. Okay.
Understand?
Yes.
Different medium here means different tool. Let's say tool.
Okay.
Okay. Gaming, music, movies, news. What else? Seminars, conferences,
Well,
speaking clubs. These are different yeah. Did I say games? Of course.
No.
I didn't. Games also are really different types of mediums. You must find your favorite medium.
I understood
Yeah.
idiom.
Medium.
Okay.
If you see that you can improve your English through games, the game is a good medium for you. Follow it. If you see, no, I love music, I want to sing, I want to memorize, okay, follow that. Music can be a good medium for you. You must find it. As a teacher, I try to give a little bit of everything. Because we have different types of students in the classroom, everybody has a different types of mentality and medium. So you must learn, you must understand what medium is your favorite one or suitable for you, in my opinion.
I will make it.
I will make that. I will do that. Okay, I will is better. I mean, we have two situations. I want, I will. Which one? I want to learn English. I will learn English. Which one?
I want.
I want.
Yeah.
What about you?
I will, I have to.
Okay, you?
Will.
Yes. Generally, I want doesn't have any importance. Everybody wants a lot of things. I want $1 billion. Okay, I just want it. Everybody wants it. I want to have a kind of caravan right now. Caravan, for example, tiny house.
Yeah, I know.
Have you heard? Yeah? I want a lot of things, but I don't say I will. That is the problem. You have to say I will.
Yes.
I will means I will fight for it. As she said, I will and I have to.
Will 100%.
Yes.
She wants
Wants.
50.
Once,
Maybe.
let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Like that. Understand? What else?
Continue.
Continue.
Continue. At 7
Time is
o'clock I have a
over.
class.
Time is over.
Let's go.
Okay, I hope it was useful. I hope it was useful. But try not to forget it. Try to apply and implement these tips. Okay?
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
For you.
See you.
I will choose one method